Hi guys, it's me, Brittany. I am doing your week at a glance here. But just a quick little update. Something is resonating with me. Not gonna lie to you. I'm not sure what it means completely. However, it is important because I've written it quite a few times throughout my years. I don't I'm not sure, to be honest with you, what it means. Well, I know what it means, but I don't know why it keeps coming back to me. So as most of you know, I only recently opened up to my gift, if you will, my ability to talk to the people on the other side of the veil, if you will, the deceased, dead people. See dead people straight out of The Sixth Sense, however you want to see it. And that's how I do cards. I read an article the other day that said all mediums are psychic, but not all psychics are mediums. Sorry. Psychic meaning not like, oh, I can tell you your future or anything like that, but it just means that we are more open to the energies around us, the other side, if you will. So that being said, I'm not even sure when I wrote this. It's been quite a few years, but I remembered writing it because I used to journal quite a bit. It looks like it was quite a while ago. However, I wrote it again very recently. So there comes a warning at the beginning of your week at a glance here. Okay, and it keeps coming back to me. It keeps popping into my brain. So to me that means that the other side is trying to give me a message, obviously. But it's literally, beware the serpent with the good intentions. He is up to no good. Now, as most of you know, in the Bible, the devil is referred to as a serpent, I believe. It is characterized as someone who means harm or is an evildoer or a disciple of the devil. Mind you, it's one of those things. So when I write beware the serpent with the false intentions a couple of weeks ago, it kind of resonated because I was like, I'm pretty sure I've written that before. And I was just going through some old journals. That being said, just be aware of that, okay? And also along with that, in the thing in the old journal, I wrote something about metal with a stone in it. And then I was going through the one where I wrote all of this message here for myself, because that does happen sometimes. I was writing different verses from the Bible, and one of them stuck out to me. It was Revelations 21:11, It said, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone and clear as a crystal. So that kind of matches what the metal and the stone that I was talking about earlier a few years ago, like 5-6 years ago. So it's something's changing. There's a shift in the, if you will. So just keep that in mind, okay? I'm just gonna leave that right there. I wrote this in a travel journal of mine. Yeah, this is my travel journal. It's not very filled up, obviously, because I haven't traveled much. However, I do like to document my travels. So, or just milestones in my life. I feel like everybody should do that. But that is what this is. So it was kind of weird for me to pull that out in travel journal, right? So I must have come across something there. Alright, so let's do a week at a glance, and let's just be aware of the servant with the false intentions and the pretty words and the gilded tongue, okay? He's up to no good. Wow, we're already 6 minutes in. Sorry for the, you know, I just had that warning needed to be put out there. So, that being said, let's us do the week at a glance. Yeah. Okay. Stick those under there. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's kind of fitting, actually. So, here we go. So, wherever you start your week, whether it was yesterday or today, we have the Page of Swords, okay? So, with the Animal Wise cards by Ted Andrews, it has pictures of animals. If you watched my videos before, you know this. I am so very sorry. So, yesterday, this is going to start Sunday, even though it was yesterday, okay? How I know that is because yesterday, and I know I live in Michigan, it's spring, right? So crows are going to be out in abundance. But I saw a crow yesterday in the field across the street from my house. And he was just doing what crows do, you know, just picking at the ground, whatever. So that, but it tells me that it was yesterday. And the message is the same thing as that came to my mind. Mind you, I've used these cards enough to know that when I see a certain animal, then I associate it with the cards. Okay, so when I saw the crow, I thought, there's the Page of Swords. That's unexpected energy, or unexpected magic and energy is in the air. There's unexpected magic coming my way. Okay, there is a good energy, a good vibe, a good juju coming my way from someone. Okay, that's what that means, and that's what was for yesterday. Okay, somebody was sending you well wishes yesterday. Somebody was thinking about you yesterday. Somebody was thinking of you. Okay. Now today, we have the Devil card. Okay. This is a kind of a scary card with the other cards that we have in the deck, or in this lineup today. It's a raven. Now the only reason I am upset about the devil card is because it's followed directly by the death card. And we also have the Tower in this week as well. So just be aware that things are changing, and it could be very difficult. It could be very bad. It could not be as happy of a change and a wanting of a change that we want. Okay, so that being said, today is the devil card, which is a raven. This one just tells us, again, with the message I said before, beware the serpent, with the good intentions. However, with this card, it tells us to look for the light in the dark. When you feel like evil or darkness is pressing in on you, reach for the light. Always find that light in your darkness. Okay, that's the only way I can put it for you. Find somebody who is your flashlight, somebody who's holding your lantern, somebody who will guide you through the darkness, because unfortunately it's that time of year. I feel it this time, around this time of year. Sorry, I have hiccups. Also with that card, however, it represents shape-shifting. To me, the message I get with that card is, other than the warning, obviously, the find the light in the dark, the shape-shifting part means to me that you might be in a relationship, or you might be starting a new friendship or something, and somebody changes. They change to be what you want them to be. Okay, they're not being who they really are. They are trying to bamboozle you. They are trying to woo you, if you will. They are not who they are. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. But they are trying to be who they think you want them to be, and then once they get in good with you, they're going to change very abruptly. So you need to be aware of that. Okay, and along with that, I'm not going to say don't try to find the good in people, but you need to be aware that there is a darker side to people. Okay, following that, right into Tuesday, tomorrow, is the death card, which is not happy. Following the devil, which is, ironically enough, a snake. It's a rattlesnake, actually, it looks like. Copperhead. Diamondback. I don't know. I try to avoid them at all costs. So, what the death card tells us, it's that you need to stop what you're doing. You are in a very vicious cycle. Maybe you're the one that is shape-shifting, if you will. Maybe you're the one that is becoming a different person to please someone else, okay? And then the death card tells us that we need to shed that identity. We need to shed that personality. We need to shed that part of our personality. We need to focus on being us. We need to resurrect ourselves as us, okay? You need to just be very, very aware of that. It's almost as if with this card, we could be the one with the gilded tongue. We could be saying things to make someone happy. We could be listening to whispered words in our ears, and those whispered words aren't good for us, okay? It's usually the devil whispering those things to us, or the darkness. You need to be very, very cautious about what you say and what comes out of your mouth, okay? And I know that's hard. It's very hard for me to watch what comes out of my mouth, but I'm trying to learn. Okay, straight into Wednesday, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is the bear, grizzly bear, brown bear, or something. It tells us that we need to heed the voices within us. Okay, you have a gut instinct for a reason. You need to follow it. Okay, you need to follow the cycles of seasons. Okay, because everybody goes through the seasons in themselves, not just outside in the weather, but we go through them internally as well. And here, right at the end of February, early March, we need to literally rebirth ourselves. We need to blossom. We need to follow the natural cycles, if you will. I don't know where that came from. If you will. Straight into Thursday, we have the Ace of Cups, which is a monarch butterfly. Isn't that pretty? This one tells us, with the Ace of Cups, that we need to focus on our health. We need to... Excuse me. We need to conserve our health. Okay. And with the cycles of spring coming through us, with the opening up, the blossoming, the blooming, if you will, the more you bloom, the more you blossom. The more you open yourself up, more love and joy will come to you. That's what the butterfly symbolizes to me. Also, with spring coming, you need to be aware of the messages from heaven that are coming through for you personally. If one of your loved ones had loved a certain animal or insect or flower or tree, whenever you see that object or that bug or that whatever it is or that animal, just realize it's them telling you that they're with you. And that's kind of a pretty strong one right there. That's what this one means to me. Yes, that's what it is. Heed the voices of your loved ones that have passed. They will steer you in the right direction. You may have joy and new love coming into your life, but the main message of the card there is to tell you that you are not alone in your journey. Okay? If you heed them and their warnings, they will help you. Alright, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, Friday, I apologize. Friday, the Tower, which is the vulture. This one tells us of life, death, and rebirth. Okay, now, don't freak out about this one. This one just tells us, especially right after the Ace of Cups, and being in the same week as the Death and the Devil card, and the Page of Cups, Page of Swords. This one tells us that we are beginning to cut off that toxic being or person or habit in our life. At this point in our year, in our life, we realize that things are not always what they seem. Okay, and we are coming to the realization that these are not good for us. Okay, with the Tower card, it's a protection card, so you need to be aware that even though you are cutting off these bad habits, cutting out the toxicity in your life, if you ask for help, if you ask for protection, it'll be there. And the main thing to remember about the Tower card is that after the life and death, there's always rebirth. Okay, so this could go right back into, it's coming into spring. Okay, something is coming to you, something good, something new. Okay, the rebirth part of it. Is cutting out the toxicity going to be easy? No. You have lived this way for a very long time, but like I said, if you ask for the help, you will receive it. Okay? And that goes straight back to the card I just told you about, the butterfly, the monarch butterfly. If you ask for help, your loved ones who are on the other side, who know how things are going to turn out, they will help you. Okay, they will give you the guidance that you need. You just have to ask for it. You just have to be open to it. Okay, you are protected in this time of change. And then, lastly, to round out our week, the Four of Wands. We are ending our week with peace and contentment with the choice that we made the previous day, this week. Okay, we are ending our week with the knowledge that this is the right decision. Okay, we cut out that toxic person. We listened to our gut. We listened to the voices inside of us. Okay, we didn't listen to the words whispered in our ear by the serpent with the gilded tongue. We trusted the light in the universe to lead us to the right path, and it has. And we are happy and we are content with this, okay? At this point, you need to realize that this is going to be a difficult week, okay? I hate to say that. I like to give good, happy readings, to, live and love and breathe, take care of yourself, but with this week, we really need to be vigilant in cutting out the toxic waste, if you will. So, that being said, have a lovely week. I will probably post again in the middle of the week, maybe. I don't know. I work a pretty funny schedule this week. If you could like and share my page, like and share the video, that'd be great. There's something else with the message, and just be very, very weary. Okay, if somebody seems like they're changing for somebody else, then they probably are. And I hate to say this, but be very careful, okay? And I'm quoting the Bible again, but the words of the wicked will be delivered by the upright. That means that the words that are most likely to hurt us are coming from people that we know, okay? The power to actually hurt us is coming from the only people who have the power to hurt us are those we care about. Be safe, my friends. I love you all. I'm here if you need me. Good luck. We'll all get through this together. And don't ever be afraid to ask for help. The light is with you. Bye, guys.